Hi all. It is a few minutes past curfew and I decided to take a little break because I don't think anything bad is going to happen for a little bit longer. I could be wrong. There could be murder in the streets right now as we speak. I don't know. But I had to come out and have a smoke break and hang out in my truck. Yeah, I like my truck. I have to have a little talk with all you YouTube dudes out here, all you atheist YouTubers, and all this time that you're reading philosophy books and you're reading history and you're studying the ancient wars, and all this stuff, or you're arguing at the flat earthers and the fundies and all the crazy people like that. Well, I want you to notice something. You're one of the crazy people. Just because you're an atheist, it doesn't mean you're anybody sane. It just means you're not crazy like the other crazy people. You're crazy in your own way. And right now, if you are not paying attention to the martial law that's happening in Charlotte, if you're not paying attention to the 13-year-old kids that are getting murdered by cops, if you're not paying attention to the fact that a fucking cop who didn't murder a person is being charged with murder, even though the person who did do the murder is on camera and you can see it was obviously not the person that was charged, as far as I can tell. I could be wrong on that one. I have to go watch that video again, but I don't see a girl shooting on the Crutcher dude. I see a dude that did the shooting. See, here's the problem. Every single time, 100% of the time the cops fucking murder someone, they plant evidence and they lie. And right now, those riots, that's what those things are happening for. The riots are because of the lies. And you want to know why else they're rioting? Because mainstream media has been lying to all of us, folks. They're in the tank with fucking every other corporation. We live in a fucking police state. Our fucking media is manipulated and filtered before you ever see it on your computer screen. I've been fucking checking this. If you put the Tor browser on and you fucking set a fucking bridge there for Canada, if you put a proxy bridge for Canada on the Tor browser, which is really easy to do, it's just click, click, click. Okay, and here's what you do. You have your Firefox open and your Tor browser open at the same time. And this is some cool shit, man. I can't even tell you about it. But I'm like getting advice from fucking like hackers and shit on like how to be safe on the internet. Yeah, because I'm like chatting up on the deep net and shit, and I'm asking for advice. And these are some cool motherfuckers, man. Like, I don't know if you know this, but most of the deep net is ran and fucking controlled by the fucking professors in all the universities of the planet. The DeepNet is a global network of universities for the most part. There's other bits and pieces involved, of course, whatnot. But it's mainly professors and universities, man. So I'm getting like advice from the pros, like on the questions that I like. And I study. I've read all of the tutorials, not all of them, but a lot. I got a lot more to go. Trust me. But I've been studying, and these dudes are so cool. And like, if you have questions on how to be safe on the internet and how to fucking not be a dumb fuck and stomp on your dick on YouTube or whatever, these dudes are like more than willing to answer your questions. So I want to say to the DeepNet and the peoples I've been running across there, you're some cool motherfuckers, and thank you for all the work you do. I really mean that. Anyways, there's U.S. military forces on the ground in Charlotte, North Carolina right now, and I don't know if they've been ordered to to clear the streets or not yet, but that's coming. And this is the third night in a row. They've already shut down the freeway, which means Walmart's not getting its fucking groceries. All right, folks. Walmart and all these other we're talking about Charlotte, a major fucking metropolitan city, folks, and these rioters, these rebels, the revolution peoples, the fucking impending civil war battle lines being drawn right now. Well, this is the third night they got the freeways blocked down, and that cost millions of dollars. And they're burning everything, and they're setting shit on fire, and they're breaking shit, which is costing millions of more dollars of damage per night. And these millions of dollars are going to be felt in the fucking spreadsheets of the corporations pretty fucking soon. Because these fuckers get rich by micromanaging, dudes. I studied economics. This shit's all was fucking formalized and fucking way back when Carnegie was building the railroads and shit. So nowadays we got computers, and so yeah, you know it's going to be fast. So when these fucking damages start showing up on the fucking, you know, pushing the black line down towards the red for places like Walmart and Charlotte, you're going to see the corporations put pressure on elected officials, and that's when you're going to see fucking cops going to prison, because the corporations know the only thing that's going to get the protesters in the stores instead of setting the stores on fire is if dirty murderous pigs go to prison. That's when you're going to see cops go to prison, because we don't have a democracy. We live in a kleptocracy, folks. So nothing's going to be done until the corporations want it to be done. And standard policy with corporations is to keep people poor and stupid and hungry so they can't think well and they don't have resources or the physical energy to be active. But it's backfiring, because when you got enough poor people, they start to organize and they start to get through their hunger pains, and they start to get angry, and they stop being afraid when they see you all getting gunned down in the streets, and we're all getting gunned down. Our children are getting maced by cops after being hit by cars and getting gunned down by cops, and we're reading books waiting for our kids to come home from school, and we're getting gunned down by cops. Yeah, shit's gonna hit the fan here in America, folks. It's probably hitting the fan right now, and I'm missing it because I'm out here bullshitting and smoking instead of inside doing my job. Fucking cyber ninja, fucking internet searching for live feeds of fucking bad shit happening in the world. Remember, it's been happening. We've been exporting terror. America's been exporting terror for fucking decades. Fucking, now we're in Libya and Syria, and we're selling guns to ISIS and people worse than ISIS, actually. And then we're using our aircraft, our fucking Air Force, to bomb the shit out of the legitimate government of Syria. We don't like that legitimate government because they want to sell their oil in something other than dollars and shit like that, and other reasons. Actually, at this point, it's not even about the oil anymore. It's a power struggle between the fucking Clinton crime family and the fucking, and Putin's fucking crime family. So she's gonna get real there too, man. Anyways, the spotlight's all on Charlotte, North Carolina right now, and that's what I'm gonna be paying attention to, because shit's getting real. Last night I listened to one of the fucking leaders of that fucking revolution going on down there in North Carolina. He's one of the dudes driving around, and he's fucking calling out all the fucking peoples. He's calling all the peoples that are pissed off, and he's rallying them. And this is everything. This is the last piece of the puzzle. So now it's a cat and mouse game. Will the NSA, the FBI, and the local law enforcement there, and the military, will they find this guy and arrest him, or is he going to be able to spark a revolution? Because it's him, or then there's others. I'm obviously, this shit's happening live, so I don't know what's going on everywhere. Other people are sending me information, and I'm following the trails, motherfuckers. Fucking following the fucking story. Wish I was there, like on top of a skyscraper with binoculars and a high zoom camera. Hell yeah, vantage point, motherfuckers. But I'm here. Anyways, I'm gonna head back inside, so you all just remember, all you atheist YouTubers, all that time you spent fucking studying all the shit that, except for what's really happening in the world. I've been spending my time watching the news across the globe, and I got a pretty good thing set up. And you're all wrong when you call me a nutter, and when I point out the obvious facts that your cop relatives are murderers, traitors, fucking pigs, and that they're war criminals now, and that a revolution and civil war is coming, and you tell me I'm crazy, it's going to happen. And I don't care what you say about me now. All I care about is being right. You see, the nutters, they're afraid too, and they're doomsday preppers, and they're afraid about whatever the fuck, right? They're nutters. They're Alex Jones nutters. They're afraid, but I'm not afraid. I'm already fucking signed my life away, folks. I'm a dead man walking. I have nothing to lose. And I don't care about changing the world. All I care about is being right. All I care about is being able to accurately predict the future better than anybody else on the planet is doing it. That's all I care about. I don't care what actually happens. We're all fucked. Whether it's a police state, civil war, or fucking nuclear war, fucking with Russia, it doesn't matter what goes down and what flavor of fucked it is. We're all fucked. Alright? I've already resigned myself to fucking death by torture by the kleptocracy. So I don't give a fuck. If I gave a fuck, I wouldn't be out here making videos. Do you get that? Knowing what I know, knowing how fucked we are and how much of a fucking police state fucking shithole 1984 fucking Hunger Games we live in, if I gave a fuck about my life, I wouldn't be making this video right now. I would be hiding. But I'm not hiding because I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna laugh in your faces when I'm being tortured to death because I am right. And all I gotta do is wait. Until then, I'm gonna go watch this fucking revolution happening live on the internet. Later.